You're on 100.3 FM at the Sounds of MacArthur. Greg Bryant with you. It's now time for Acoustics in the Room. Please welcome David Harrod. Welcome.
Hey, Greg, how you doing, mate?
Good, thanks for coming in.
A pleasure to be here, and I'm very much looking forward to this.
And can you just tell everyone a little bit about yourself?
Where do I start? I'm a local guy from Moorebank. Before that, just local around Sydney. Not as young as I used to be, and which is, I guess, part of the history. So in the 80s, as such, I was in a couple of bands, and we played around a lot of the gigs. Just didn't quite make it. Had a lot of opportunities, didn't come through. And then by 1990, so it gave it all away. Locked all the instruments in the shed and didn't pick them up again until a couple of years ago.
And when you were growing up, who inspired you musically?
Oh, well, I remember hearing my first Beatles album when I was 10, right? So that was 1970. During the 70s, I loved Supertramp, Steely Dan, a folk singer, a Welsh folk singer called John Martin. I don't know if you'd know him. You know, Fleetwood Mac. Crikey, there's so many. You know.
I've been brought up on Creedence from my dad, so he used to listen to them when he was young.
Yeah, my dad didn't have any records. He used to tell me about all these 78s that he had that got thrown out when he left home. So I'm thinking, pull your hair out for that one.
And when you write music, where does the inspiration come from?
That's such a difficult question, I think, for any songwriter. But I don't go looking for it. I might be driving in my car and a melody will start in my head, and a line of something will hit me, and then it's a race to get to somewhere where I can stop and just write down the line, and then when you get home and go, oh, how did that go again? But which is really great these days with the technology. I can stop and pick up my mobile phone and just record a bit of a melody, and hopefully I can retain that when I get back.
Yeah. I know a lot of people do the same thing. They'll come in.
Yeah. And
you've just released a new EP after 25 and a half years.
Yeah.
Why did you stop?
Why did I stop? Well, as I said, I'd actually been playing music of some kind live since 75. So, I used to a couple of coffee houses in middle of the city I used to frequent, and then in the 80s I got into a couple of bands, and it was everything. I mean, it was whole life was dedicated to that. And so by the end of the 80s, I had the beginnings of a family, had a mortgage. I'm not blaming this, of course, but it's just the way it works. The dream was to make it musically, and if not, make sure you gave it the biggest try you possibly could. And I think we did that. I think all the guys who were in the band would agree with me, and it was just time to move on.
Yeah, and you brought your guitar in.
I have.
So I'd love to hear a live track.
Yeah.
What are you going to play first?
Well, the first one I'll do is I had decided within myself that I'd do a couple of tracks today that aren't on the EP. Now, that probably seems really weird. And if I had a manager, right, he'd be belting me around the head saying, you fool, right? But I thought, given the history, this is the first time I've been on radio and an opportunity to do some live stuff. I'll do one from the 80s that the band used to do. I've sort of acoustified it.
Yeah.
And it's called, this is called Not Ready for Love.
Here it is, 100.3.
I don't wanna make love anymore. I can't give it the time that we need. You cut me and break me, hold me and take me. You cut at my heart, I won't bleed. Oh, I'm not ready for love. Days were what we didn't have. They stopped flying and they started to drag. You cut me and break me, hold me and take me. Was anyone ever this sad? Oh, I'm not ready for love. Oh, I'm not ready for love. Oh, I'm not ready for love. Now the demon is in me, and I feel I'm gonna break. Oh, this fever won't dry up. The Greek god back has christened me. Hot gold flows across my lips, and I'm drowning in my glass. Won't you come forever, man? Won't you come after me? Oh, I'm not ready for love. Oh, I'm not ready for love. Oh, I'm not ready for love. Before the demon came and laid on his hand, I was cleaner than the deep Arctic land. Cut me and broke me, held and caressed me, ripped out my heart with his hand. Oh, I'm not ready for love. Oh, I'm not ready for love. Oh, I'm not ready for love. Yeah, yeah. Oh, now the demon is in me, and I feel I'm gonna break. Oh, this fever won't dry up. The Greek god back has christened me. Hot gold flows across my lips. Now I'm drowning in my glass. I can't wait forever, man. Won't you come and rescue me? I'm not ready for love. Oh, I'm not ready for love. Ready for love. Ready for love. Ready for love.
David Harrod there on 100.3. That was awesome.
Thank you very much.
Can I just say I can listen to your voice all day?
I can't stay all day, Greg.
And now that you're coming back into it, what are your expectations?
Well, I've got the EP out. It's independent. I really don't have any expectations. I have dreams and hopes and wouldn't it be great if kind of stuff. Because when I was younger, it was I want to be a superstar. I want to be a rock star. I want to be Bono. Now it's just like, hey, I'm writing some songs. I'm doing a few gigs around. I really enjoy the singing. I hope to do another EP this year because it keeps me sane.
Really?
So I've got a day job, right? And if I wasn't doing this, then I probably would have jumped the counter and strangled my boss by now.
Wow. And what did you feel you benefited from being away?
From being away from music?
From music, yeah.
I don't remember. It's a total blank. When my family came to me 18 months, 2 years ago, and asked me to get back into it, and I thought, what a joke! No, I couldn't possibly. What can I possibly do? And so but they convinced me that I was bent and insane, and I wasn't the guy I used to be. So I said, okay. Well, what you want me to do this? Then you got to buy me a guitar. Well, they actually offered to buy a guitar. So again, I was in total denial. And I said, okay, well, this is the guitar I want. which is the one I was playing today. And I thought, no, they won't be able to afford that guitar. Not that it's a massively expensive guitar, but it was, not cheap or anything. Without having a breath, yep, you got it. Let's go down. Let's order it. Let's go and buy it. What have you? And they did. My daughters were fantastic.
So we have them to thank.
Oh, well, if you want to thank them, you can thank them.
And can you tell us a bit about the EP that you've released?
Yeah, well, the second track on the album is called The Mountain. The fourth track is called The Mountain You Build, which was the very first song that I wrote, even before I had got the calluses back on my fingers. I'd written that song, and so I was pretty happy with that. And set myself a goal of writing 6 songs in 6 months, and I did that, and I was happy with all of them, and I got back in contact with an old bandmate of mine, Michael Carpenter, who I believe you know.
Yep, I know Michael.
And he never left the industry. He lived the life, and you can see it in his eyes, right? All the highs and all the lows. And that was emotionally, that was kind of difficult to go and see him again, because I hadn't seen him for probably 20 years. Yeah. And I just put the feelers out, and I said, anybody that could help me here? And he said, me, I can do it. And I was so happy about that. It was just great.
What was it like working with him?
Oh, it was like we except for the first 5 minutes where I was bawling my eyes out, because the emotion just poured out. And then it was like we never left. Then it was totally like we never left. We got into the studio and we demoed the songs. We spoke about what kind of sound, what kind of feel we wanted out of it, and he got it straight up first go. And Michael, except for the acoustic guitars, Michael plays all the other instruments. He's an exceptionally talented guy.
Yeah.
And it was brilliant. 4 days. We did 4 days, recorded 5 songs, and then he spent a day doing the final mixes. Just amazing.
He is an amazing guy.
Yeah. Don't start to give him too much, okay? I mean, there's the songs, right? The songs. You couldn't have done it without the songs.
Of course. And we're just going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with more David Harrod.
100.3.
Welcome back to 100.3. Joining me in the studio is David Harrod. Welcome back.
Hello, yes, it's excellent. I'm back.
And when you're writing music now, has it changed since when you were writing before?
Yeah, I guess so. I've got a lot more internal freedom. So when you're with a band, there's a lot of people contributing, but that's part of being in a band, right? It's compromise and decisions and voting, and everybody's got to like what's going on, even if they're lying.
And do you have any gigs coming up that people know about?
Well, look, I'm just doing a lot of not a lot, but the occasional open mic at the moment. This whole industry is just a lot. It's really new for me. I mean, when I stopped playing, the internet had just started, right?
Yeah.
So to get back into it now and to see how much distribution you can get and how wide your audience can be. I get up. I've got a video on YouTube. I've got a website on a Reverb Nation, on Facebook. It's just incredible. It just freaks me out. I've got people listening in the US, in Europe, in Great Britain. There was a station in Barcelona play the EP. How about that? Never in my wildest dreams would I've thought that's going on. And I mean, you guys, great. I don't even know how you picked up on me, right? Because no management, no other promotion except for what's online. But it's great creatively. It's fantastic too.
And what's the best way for people to contact you if they don't like an EP?
Oh, if they'd like an EP, well, look, for the downloaders, which seems to be 98% of the people these days, Bandcamp. You can get it through Bandcamp. You can go to another site called CD Baby. iTunes. I'm on iTunes as well. I've got my Facebook page, which is a David Harrod musician page. You'll find me. I'll send you all these links, Greg, so you can maybe get them on your page as well if you want to show people how to find me.
Yeah.
But as for gigs, back to gigs, the next one is on the 28th of March, which is at the Gasoline Pony in Marrickville. So they give me 20 minutes. It's just incredible. And I guess if people want the CD, the actual physical CD, bump into me at a gig, or they can mail me on my Facebook page, and we'll sort something out. Because I really haven't worked that out at all. How do I get CDs to people who want to actually hand me money?
Yeah. Well, thanks so much for coming in, David.
No worries, Greg. It's been absolutely fantastic.
And we're going to finish another live one. What are you going to finish with?
This is one that I'm hoping to put on the next EP. So anybody who wants to hear the new EP, you're going to have to listen out for it yourselves. But this one's called The River Road, and this is a story of loss, and talking about how songs become inspired. I'd take the M5 to work on a daily basis, and there's that sign, River Road. I thought, yeah, that's pretty cool. I can probably do something with that.
It's cool.
And then it came along. So this is the River Road.
Here it is, 100.3.
Take me back to the river road, cross the bridge where it overflows. Well, I've been searching for sanity, and all I get there is gravity. Push me down among the ashes where I find the note from you. Won't you please just come and save me? You know that it is true, but it won't. No, it won't let you go. Now I walk across the wasted land. Could be life right here where I stand. It's not the place that I grew up on. You and me saw it come then gone. Now I walk across the ashes where desolation falls. What once was great achievement now covered up in malls. But it won't. No, it won't let you go. No, it won't. No, it won't let you go. Take me back to the river road, cross the bridge where it overflows. Seemed it's been an eternity. Time is frozen for you and me. Now I see you in the distance, looking back at me. You know that I could help you, but you don't let it be, but you won't. No, it won't let, it won't. No, it won't let, it won't. No, it won't let you go. No, it won't. No, it won't let you go.
David Harrod there on 100.3. Thanks for stopping by.
Pleasure. Anytime.